Hey guys, Crystal Renee here. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, thanks for joining. In this video, I'll be giving you an update on my peace lily and showing you how to prune it. Stay tuned. But first, I wanted to start you off with this cool time lapse after I watered. Little backstory on the peace lily you see here. This was a gift to my mother, but it didn't do so well at her house, so I brought it home to give it its best life. So once I got her home to my mini jungle, she seemed to enjoy being here until one day I took her outside to water her because she has a hole in her planter. I guess it was extremely hot outside, so her leaves began to wither. She looked like she was gonna die. I did not know if I can revive her. So I quickly brought her into the house, and she did recover, but as you can see here, some of the leaves are kind of wilted still, and they look like they will not be recovering. So those are the leaves that you will be seeing me prune from her. And as well, you can see that the white flower has died back, and that needs to go. So yeah, this is what she looked like now. So here you see me prepping my trimmers before I use them on my plant. I'm using 70% alcohol. You don't want to use anything stronger than that on your plants because it can damage your leaves. But yeah, I just pour a little bit on the trimmers and wipe it with a cloth. Here I'm doing the same thing with my pruners. I believe that's the name of these. If not, somebody drop the correct name in the comments, please. I would like to state that I am not a professional. Everything that you see me doing here is what I do here in my home, and it has been working for me. So just maybe it could help you as well. So this little latch here is what you use to lock and unlock your trimmers. Anytime you see a brown tip like this, you want to trim it. You kind of want to trim it to a point, to its natural growth pattern, so that way it can continue growing that way. At this time, I'm going to speed the video up a bit. Here I'm showing you the flower after I removed it. That heat did a number on her, so I had to remove quite a bit. When removing a whole leaf, you would just cut all the way down to the base of the stem. This also promotes growth. So now we know, guys, we need to keep our peace lilies out of the heat and extreme heat and direct sun. They like indirect light, not direct, because it is too strong for their leaves. It will burn and wither up, and they cannot convert back. I know it seems like I'm cutting a lot, but this is very necessary because once these leaves are cut off, it could give all its energy to the more healthier leaves. So that way it's not struggling trying to keep the dead leaves alive, if that makes any sense. And finally, she's all cleaned up. I'm going to give you guys a 360 view here. Now she looks much better. Now I'll put her back in her location, make sure she's properly watered, and fertilizer if I need to, and let's see what she looks like in the future. I will be giving you guys an update on both my peace lilies. This is the first one I wanted to show you all. The second one, if you would like to check that out, stay tuned because it's coming up next. Oh, if you were wondering what the white stuff is on top of the soil, that is just perlite that I add to my soil to help it drain better. So if you're having a problem with soaking wet soil, just add a bit of perlite and some of your orchid bark, and that will tend to help it drain a little bit better. So now that she's all taken care of, it's time to show you an update on my original peace lily, the very first one in my collection. So when I first got her, she had a huge white flower and big lush green leaves and plenty of other white flowers. But then she started dying back. The leaves would look burned and dry even though she wasn't in a hot area. They just started dying, but at the same time she had new growth, but she just was dying back, and I finally put her back in the window she was used to, fertilized her, watered her well, and she's looking well now. The leaves are growing back nice and full. Still have a few burn looking leaves. Those are the ones I'm going to prune. I think they're just the old ones that were left from the past that I didn't get to. And all the green ones are the new ones that are coming in nice and healthy. So, yeah, this is what she's looking like. This is where she sits at this location in my window, and she's doing great. So, stay tuned if you want to see me prune her. So because I am starting on a new plant, I am cleaning my utensils again. The reason for doing this is because just in case your last plant was sick or had a disease or anything, you don't want to transfer that on to your other plants. So you sanitize your tools before and after using each time. This plant didn't have that much damage compared to the other one, but it did have some, and it did need a good pruning, and you will see the difference once I'm finished here. My last cut and I am finished. Give it a spin so you can see it all the way around. So in this planter, I decided to cover the top of the soil with rocks. This helps prevent gnats, and it also helps to keep a little moisture in your soil so it don't dry out too quick. Well, that is it for this video. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. And don't forget to follow me on all my social media platforms. And until next time, happy growing!